G'day, Corey from Rowmark Australia here today. I want to share with you about our Rowmark Rotary engraving cutter range. It's a large range of products. I'm going to go through all the different things that we do with our cutters. We've got pre-sharpened cutters, we have blank cutters. We also offer a service where we do resharpen your old cutters so that you get more lifespan out of them, and we do have a custom sharpening service as well. On our online store, we do have our whole cutter range. We have the unsharpened blanks. You can go in, we've got our 1/8, 11/64 and 1/4 inch. Once you select your diameter, the diameter that you need for your particular collet. So for instance, this would be a quarter round. Then I have an 11/64, then I have a 1/8. So you can sort of see the difference there. You can also see them on our A4 chart as well. 1/8, 11/64 and 1/4. You select what diameter you want, then you can tell us what you're going to be engraving. You'll be either engraving plastic, brass, aluminium, or stainless steel. By selecting one of these selections, you tell us what angles we're going to put on the cutter. Then, as you go into the tip size, you can select your tip size in the unsharpened blank, and we can sharpen them up to whatever size font that you would engrave. For instance, if you were doing a 5mm high letter and you were doing a single line font, you might go for a 0.5 or a 0.75 tip. If you had a multi-line font and you had a 10mm high font, you might go for a 0.5 or a 0.75 depending on the height of the text. As I said before, we have the Rotary blanks, but we also have the pre-sharpened. We've got 11/64, a 1/4 inch, and we also have a single flute pre-sharpened for doing really nice engraving into acrylics, reverse acrylics, deep plastic engraving. Because of the single flute, they produce less heat, less melting, really good for engraving plastics and acrylics. Not only do we have the Rotary engraving cutters, but we also have the diamond drag and Rotary diamonds. So when you talk about diamond drag, we have the 1/8, which is a 6-inch long. We've also got the 11/64, which is a standard 120, 6.5 inch. You also have the 1/4, which is a 6.5 inch long by 120. 120 is the standard diamond tip for a non-rotating. That's where a diamond drag drags and scribes a single line font or a multi-line, depending on how you set your artwork up with a diamond drag. What you can do with the diamond drags, you can also get a very small nose cone diamond, which actually goes into a diamond insert, nose cone insert. You put that in. Got a little cutter wrench there. It goes into the grub screw, and therefore you have your nose cone diamond, which screws onto the bottom of the nose cone. When you're not engraving, you'll be diamond dragging with your nose cone. The other thing that we have is we have what's called an easy rider or a burnish aid. When it comes to the 11/64, you can put your 11/64 into your burnish aid. And what it does, it gives you a really fine featherweight control, meaning that when you set the surface of your diamond on your material, it springs up and down. Gives you a light weight on glass, a light weight on aluminium, a light weight on brass. We also have the rotating diamond. The rotating diamond is usually used for crystal or glass. You might use some sort of hand fluid or some water to cool the diamond, and the diamond rotates. Again, you might use the easy rider to take a little bit of pressure off the diamond, because you don't want to blow the end off the diamond by overheating it. Misting with water, a little bit of hand gel, your rotating diamonds are very, very good when it comes to your crystal and your glass. In our custom range of cutters, we have our BRAILLE range. We have two which are fixed BRAILLE heads. So you've got the 11/64 and the 1/4 inch. They're also top loaders, and they have the right size flute for your BRAILLE balls. These are great cutters. They drive hard, they drive fast, they are pretty good for most materials, but they are a fixed piece, so they can snap a little bit. So for that reason, some of the people, when it comes to BRAILLE, they want the insert cutters. When you have a look, again, you've got your 1/4 inch, 11/64, you have a small insert. They're a little bit cheaper because you can replace the inserts. So they're the other style insert BRAILLE cutters. Then you have a standard BRAILLE, which is a very, very small parallel cutter that punches a hole for your balls in the BRAILLE. When engraving metal finishes and metal substrates, the best cutter that we have for that is the 1/4 round, and we have different styles of 1/4 round. We've got the 11/64 6.5 inch. We also have a 7 inch 1/4 round. Some top loaders, they like a little bit more length. We also have a 1/4 round in the 1/4 inch, pre-sharpened and unsharpened depending on what you want to do. We also have the 1/4 round to do your stainless, your brass, your aluminium in a 2 inch 1/4 round that can be pre-sharpened if you want, or you can sharpen your blanks yourself. We also have it in a 3 inch double-ended, which would be more for a router to do your stainless steel. And then we also have the top loader 1/4 inch, which is a nice big chunky cutter for doing brass really quickly. Back angles are pre-sharpened by us, or you can have the blanks and sharpen yourself your 1/4 round cutters. So your 1/4 round cutters are specifically for brass, aluminium and stainless steel. If you have a look on our website, we've got the full range of accessories. We have the 1/8 brass identity knob, the 11/64 brass identity knob, the 1/4 inch brass identity knob. We also have the cutter wrench, which fits all the grub screws for our identity knobs. Then you've got your nose cone diamond, which is your nose cone, screws onto virtually every nose cone, universal. Cutter wrench for replacing your nose cone diamonds. The nose cone is a little bit more expensive, but the diamonds are much cheaper. The other accessory we have is the Easy Rider. Comes in 11/64 and also in 1/4 inch, which is really good for doing burnishing plaques on, say, a painted brass plaque. Maybe it might be a brass painted black or a brass painted blue or red or green, and it'll just burnish the paint off to reveal a really nice bright brass. Coming to the end of our cutter range, we also have a custom service where we can do parallel cutters. You can tell us the diameter of your parallel, the length of your parallel, the diameter of your cutter. We have the parallel cutters pretty much in all the different sizes and ranges. We'll pre-sharpen that depending on what it's for, if it's for BRAILLE, if it's for doing a straight cut, if it's for doing a nice curved edge or a chamfered edge. You can tell us, we can pre-sharpen those. Also, we have our resharpening service. So if you have cutters from any other supplier, we can resharpen depending on what the material is and your tip size. We're happy to help you here at Rowmark Australia with any of your cutter needs. Please follow the link, check our website, give us a call on our 1300 number. We love to help you at Rowmark Australia.